Last week of the month, post vacation, post spring break, trying to keep it to the minimum, but prices, y'all, they're just absolutely crazy. So we did the best that we could.
Making it brighter, right through the gray.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole if you're new. Thanks so much for clicking on this weekly grocery haul. We went to Sam's Club, Aldi, and Walmart. We spent $141.68 was my total for all three stores. I'm trying to stay around $150 or less on weekly grocery hauls. We are doing our huge stock up for May haul next week, so stay tuned for that video. Make sure you're notified, bells click, subscribed, all the good things, because y'all seem to like those big ones, and there's tons of instant savings at Sam's on things that we use, so your girl's gonna be taking advantage of it and stocking up. But in the meantime, we had some things we needed to get us through for this week, so let me take you down to the counter and show you what we got at all three stores. First stop this week, I went in Sam's Club. I can't find my receipt, but I'm pretty sure it was like $77 and some change. I'm popping up the prices and I'll have the total figured out for you guys. Already, you should have heard. So we've got some bananas. They're still $1.47 for 3 pounds. You cannot beat it. And Waylon has been taking his lunch now. He was on a no-taking lunch kick for years. You know, I only pack trays, y'all hear me talk about. He's been on this kick where I'm packing it, and he loves him some bananas, so this is a cheap fruit option to pack in his lunchbox. I got the 12-pack of the Greek-style pitas. These are such a great price for 12 of these. We have been making different styles and variations of flatbread pizzas on these, and the boys take these for a homemade pizza Lunchable, so it's so good. They are 220 calories for one, but they crisp up so well in the air fryer, and then you bake and melt like all your stuff on there. We're doing a Philly cheesesteak one, I think, pretty soon, and the boys were out for their lunches is what I'm trying to say. We went through all that turkey from Costco. It lasted forever, so I do plan on buying that again because I really liked it. It was like really thick and it tasted like real turkey versus deli meat turkey, you know what I mean? But I do like this one from Sam's Club, and it was a pretty good price for 1 pound 6 ounces. The 4 pepper turkey breasts is good, so I got that to tide us over until we get the ones from Costco again. I did get the 14-pack box of the Quest chips. Now look, I love the nacho cheese. That's my favorite of the Quest, but I am not a huge fan of the chili lime, and all the other flavor combos are for shipping. You guys know I have the basic package. I'm not paying for the shipping, so it's the only one my club has. So I'm gonna suck it up, Buttercup, and eat them no matter what. They're a good price when you break it down per bag. Target does have the bigger bags like Costco had, not as big. If you want to do that and get the flavors you like, you know what I mean? But I went ahead and opted for this one because I'm going to be making some cottage cheese egg salad. I've made that in the past and I was obsessed with it last year with the Quest chips. So I'm going to be using that as a dipping agent. I did get some grapes and they're a great price. However, I just looked on the bottom. There's like 2 moldy ones I did not notice. It's fine, as Waylon says. I'm going to actually take these all off the vine. I have a Tupperware I put them in anyways and just get rid of those instead of letting them sit in this nastiness. But they were a killer deal for 3 pounds, even though we've got a couple of bad ones on the bottom. It happens. I got something you haven't seen me haul probably ever. I used to buy this when my husband and I weren't even married. We've been married almost 20 years now. We just celebrated our 19-year anniversary. But he used to love him some Nesquik back in the day in our younger years. But the boys are not going through the chocolate milk you've been seeing me buy. And it's like over $4 for a gallon, and we're just pouring it down the drain because they're not drinking it in time, and it's spoiling, which I guess is a good thing. They're not drinking all that. But I wanted to have something shelf stable in case one of them wanted chocolate milk. They usually drink it on the weekends with their breakfast. So I got this big old thing of Nesquik because it was such a better deal to get this one versus the little ones at Walmart for when they want it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's shelf stable for like 3 years. So that will save us some money in the long run. I did get some strawberries. They are looking mighty fine, I must say, and they're a pretty good deal. I've been flying through these, using them as a side for my lunches, for dinners, all the things since I'm still on my cut, and absolutely loving it. We got the Just Bare chicken breast bites, the 3-pound bag, because we're going to be making Michaela Thomas Fitz chicken minis with the hot dog buns again. Y'all, that was so good and so stupid easy, but I'm out of this chicken. We ate it all, and the boys like to just eat this if we're having something for dinner that they don't like, which is rare, but just to have it on deck. Had to have that. We were obsessed with those chicken minis. Speaking of chicken, I skipped over the rotisserie chicken. I mean, you cannot go wrong with a rotisserie from Sam's or Costco. $4.98. Last time we went to Sam's, Waylon actually made a comment like, "Ooh, we getting chicken." He could just eat this whole thing. He is a meat eater, I will say. He's picky,
but he loves his meat. And I got this versus getting drumsticks, which is such a good price at Sam's too, but it's already cooked for me. Save mama some time. So all I got to do is make my sides, and we will have this actually tomorrow. So I'm gonna let it like get to room temperature, put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow we will cut it up and reheat it, and I'll just have to make the sides. So it's a great way to get protein in, but also on the cheap. I'm here for it. If they like it, I'm here for that. So that's what we got at Sam's Club for our $77 trip. Aldi and Walmart should be. Last two stops this week, Walmart in store, Aldi in store. At Aldi, we spent $42.86. I got a loaf of bread. We ran through that bread from the spring break haul from Sam's. We ate a ton on the trip, and they devoured it back. So I had to re-up on our white bread. Their maple French toast and the Hawaiian bagels were on Aldi Savers for $1.95 versus like $2.19. So I went ahead and picked these up. They just have been looking good every time I see them, but I'm like, I ain't paying $2. I'm being so cheap, y'all. I'm being so cheap with things, especially when I see them on discount at Walmart on the little bread cart. They haven't had any for a while. I should have stocked up when I saw them last. But they're 260 calories, 9 grams of protein. Gotta pop those in the freezer for either Trey for a breakfast option or for me. Love that. Got 3 of our vanilla almond milks. You guys know the drill. They're not on sale at Sam's anymore, so this is the cheapest by me anyways to get them at Aldi for Trey and I's all the things. Got a bunch of beans. I got 2 big cans of the maple bacon baked beans. We love these. This is a 28-ounce can for the price popping up. They're 140 calories, 6 protein, and look at that fiber, y'all. 6 grams of fiber. Eat your beans, lentils, all the things. I'm telling you guys, they are filling. They usually have protein in them, and they have fiber. So we're going to be doing the rotisserie chicken with that knockoff homemade, healthier, like pastaroni I've mentioned a million times here on the channel. And we're gonna do baked beans on the side. I got a can of the chili beans because we're doing Southern Frugal Mama's like Mexican bowl situation. I've done it 1,000 times. I will link that video of hers down below so y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's so freaking easy and the boys love it, and it's cheap. It's cheap. So I love throwing that on rotation for Taco Tuesday. Got a head of lettuce. We're going to be making my crack burgers this week, and being that I am on a cut, I'm going to lettuce wrap mine. Even when I'm not on a cut, I really like to do those lettuce wrapped anyways because I love all the flavors in those burgers versus a bun masking them. I've mentioned that before. And for Taco Tuesday, if I want to chop some of that up and put it in my bowl tonight when I'm filming this. Did get a big old box of Frosted Flakes. These are the cheapest versus Sam's versus Walmart, and the boys have not had cereal in a while. I've got my Rice Krispies still on deck, that huge box from Walmart, but they have none. So they really don't eat a lot of cereal, but just to have it on hand, went ahead and got that for them. Got some seasonings. I did not realize I was completely out of onion powder. Like I was tapping the thing to get it out for a recipe last week, so I had to re-up on it. And then I saw Nikki Gets Fit here on YouTube. She had mentioned this in her last grocery haul, the garlic salt with parsley. She said was so good on topping like 2-ingredient dough bread, but we're gonna be making those chicken minis this weekend again from Michaela Thomas Fit I mentioned. And she makes like a buttery topping. I thought this would be good for that, so I wanted to have that on deck. So thank you, Nikki, for that recommendation. Got some non-food items. So next week, y'all, I am doing my May stock up video. Y'all really enjoyed that April one. We've got a lot of things we're going to be getting from Sam's Club. They have some killer instant savings that start on the 30th. So I'm going to bring that to y'all, and I'm going to get all my paper products. Y'all know I haven't gotten them in a while from Sam's, but I'm going to stock up because it is cheaper in the long run. And of course we go through it. It's essential. It's essential. But this was on an Aldi Saver, this little 4-pack. We have a few rolls left, but I didn't want to commit to a big, huge thing at Walmart or somewhere when I'm getting the big Mama Jamma from Sam's next week is what I'm saying. So that should tide us over. I got another of the Radiance dishwashing gel in the citrus scent. I bought this however long ago when y'all saw it. I have a little bit left, but I didn't think I'd have enough for the entire week. It's comparable to Cascade Complete, it says. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this. It works just like the pods. So if you've been wanting to save money and convert from the pods to a liquid, this one is a few cents cheaper than the Great Value one. If you have an Aldi near you, get it. It works just the same. Saves a ton of money. Like my mind has been blown converting to that as far as savings this year. Got some frozen food potatoes. I got some seasoned fries. We are obsessed with these. They're so good. Cheaper than Walmart. My store doesn't always have them, so when I see them, I've been snagging them up. They are 120 calories and 2 grams protein for a serving, and the serving's pretty good when you weigh it out by the gram, so not mad about it. And a lot of y'all are surprised every time I haul these. You're like, I did not know they sold them in the big bag like this. They don't sell them in the little container anymore, you know, like Walmart does. They used to at Aldi. Now they sell them in this huge bag. It is a little pricey, but you get a ton in there and it lasts a good while. Each patty is 110 calories. We love these. We're going to be making that McDonald's Egg McMuffin breakfast again this weekend. I've been doing that on Sundays like every week, and the boys are obsessed. It's easy for me and it's not expensive. So I got those because we were out of those in the freezer. Got a pound of ground chicken for that Taco Tuesday meal from Southern Frugal Mama I was telling y'all about. Ground chicken, y'all, is such a great hack in these times where proteins are freaking expensive. The price popping up, you cannot beat it for a pound. It's 160 calories and 22 grams of protein. This is comparable to like your 93.7 beef. So if you're tired of paying the price for beef, convert to some ground chicken. It's even cheaper than ground turkey. So there's that, except for like that Fiesta roll thing we like to get all the time. Then I got some mild cheddar cheese cubes. I'm going to get that big block from Sam's, the sharp cheddar. Y'all know I've been saying it's such a good deal. We're out. And this is for Trey's homemade Lunchable. So rather than, these were cheap is what I'm saying. And it's already cut up for me. So I was like, pay the extra couple of pennies at that point to get these for his lunchbox. So that is everything we got at Aldi for right under $43. Not too shabby for what we got. Then we went into Walmart and we spent $21.82 for nothing. And I have a story to tell you about the soda. Sad times. We got some English muffins for the McDonald's breakfast dinner I was telling you guys about. I love these. These are not in the regular bread section, if you're wondering. These are over by the cottage cheese and the cream cheese in the refrigerated section. They are cheaper than a lot of others, and they're 120 calories and better macros than some of the others as well. Just letting you guys know if you've been like, where the hell are these muffins at? The Velveeta Shreds Original, that is for the crack burgers. Mozzarella cheese, their bag cheese is still $1.97, cheaper than Aldi, so that's the route I'm going. This is for the chicken minis, 8 ounces. Also for the McDonald's breakfast, next week I'm getting those Amy Lou sausages from Sam's. They're going to be on instant savings, just giving you guys a heads up. But we really liked these Better Goods chicken and maple breakfast sausage patties. Now granted, you only get 5 in here, so this is basically like one night's dinner. But they're delicious is what I'm trying to say. So if you just need it for like one dinner and you don't want to invest in a huge bag, you know what I mean? 80 calories, 8 grams of protein, macro spot on with those. I got an avocado and I was so glad to see they had some that were like ready to go right now, mushy and ready. I need this for tonight. A lot of times I've been doing that and then I can't do my avocado because they're too damn green. So thank you, Walmart, for having a lot of them that looked like they were on their last leg. I was here for it. They have not had the Light and Fit smoothies in forever. What is happening? And I even looked at some other options and they're all trash as far as macros, the protein. I put these in Trey's lunchbox with his lunch to get a little extra protein. He eats a lot of protein anyway, but just to get a little extra, and he loves them. Like instead of doing a Danimals smoothie, those are like, honestly, if you do them, that's fine. But he's a growing boy and I want him to get protein. Those are trash, you know? So I got him the 2 goods. Now, God, this was over $7 for 5 of these. Crazy town. So I got 3 of the peach, 2 of the mixed berry. They are 70 calories, yeah, and 10 grams of protein. If you're looking for a quick little protein booster there, but they're freaking expensive. And then also something that has gone up, our beloved Sam's Choice colas are not $1 anymore. They have went up to $1.22. Like, no, you didn't go up to $1.05 Walmart or $1.10, $1.22, 22 cents. What the actual hell? Like a lot of y'all are probably like eye rolling at that, but that's a lot. It's a huge difference. So these were on rollback for $1.68 and $1.66. Why am I going to pay $1.22 for the other ones? Yeah, I'm saving a little bit of money and I will do that in the future. But what I'm saying is I was pissed. I was like so aggravated with Walmart that I was like, F you Walmart, I'm getting the name brand. So I got the Barks Zero Sugar. That's mainly for the hubby to have something. We have a lot of the cans left over from our spring break haul, but not enough. And I haven't decided if I'm going to get more sodas like that at Sam's. They're just $20 a case. It's just so expensive, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna do. If we're gonna keep doing 2 liters or what, struggles are real. And then we got the Sun-Kissed Orange and the Zero Sugar. Y'all know that is my favorite. So I got that for me. So that's what we got at Walmart for right under $22. And Aldi to wrap out this week, last week of the month, before we do our May huge stock up haul. I'm doing a big, huge stock up haul each month, but also getting a lot of things that we've been neglecting for a while and to get ready for summer. When do y'all's kids get out for summer? Ours get out like the 22nd. So I'm trying to plan this week, April 29th through May 5th. So tonight, Tuesday, April 29th, we're having those burrito bowls. I'll have that video from Southern Frugal Mama linked down below. Wednesday, the 30th, we're gonna do the rotisserie chicken, not the drumsticks. I changed plan here. Baked beans and that better for you pastaroni, whatever. Thursday, the 1st, we're gonna have the crack burgers. I'll have those linked down below as well, with fruit for myself, and the boys will probably do French fries. Friday the 2nd, we're gonna have leftovers of the rotisserie chicken. The 3rd on Saturday, we're making Michaela Thomas Fitz chicken minis with French fries. For Sunday, May the 4th, we're gonna have the McDonald's breakfast sandwich dinner. And then May 5th, we're gonna do leftover red beans and protein cornbread that I froze the last time I made that. So I have enough for me and the hub. So the boys will probably do those Just Bare chicken nuggets with some side of some sort. But I wanted to get that out of the fridge, and I didn't want it to waste because the hubby and I love beans, not so much the boys. So we're gonna eat that for Monday's dinner. For breakfast for myself, I'm doing my blueberry cheesecake overnight oats with the leftover of that French toast swirl bread and proffee. Have that recipe link for y'all down below. Lunch, I'm gonna be doing Tanya, the water tot queen. She has an egg salad cottage cheese bowl. I made it last year and I was super obsessed with it. I ate it all the time with Quest chips. It's so good. I will try to link her video down below. It's a TikTok video if I can find it, but it's basically just boiled eggs, cottage cheese, and everything but the bagel seasoning, but it's so stupid good. And it's high protein. So if you like cottage cheese, put that on plan. Dessert, we're gonna do apples with the PB Fit, protein bars, creamies, just to have the same things on rotation as far as desserts go. So there you go. I know a lot of you guys like to take a screenshot.
So that's gonna do it for this week's grocery haul and meal plan. If you enjoy these every single week, please give it a huge thumbs up. That helps me out so much. Thank you for taking the time to do so. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, we've got that big haul coming next week. You don't wanna miss out on all the things we're trying to stock up, and get ready for summer. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, have an awesome week, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.
Hope is the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something